Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is one of the emotional first impression videos that I didn't expect to have this season. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the genre of the anime is supposed to be an emotional led series, but it was an emotional first episode. Definitely not to say the least. I do think people are gonna enjoy it, I guess, in its own way. But yeah, I didn't expect it to hit me as it did, and I know why. I know why, and I'll explain in the video why. But it did hit me. I really connected with the character in different levels of feelings. So I don't know if their intention was that, but it did hit. So, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media and other places by checking the description below. I do have quite a bit of first impression videos already out. Not a lot, but I do have some out. More to come this week for sure. I'm still a little bit behind on recording. There's maybe 4 series more that I haven't recorded, but I have watched. So I'll get those recorded, hopefully posted, and that way we can get the ball rolling for this entire week, which I'm pretty sure will be filled with first impression videos. So check those out. Think that is basically it. Make sure you support the channel, and let's talk about this series. So the name of this series, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, is going to be Kinokoinu Mushroom Pup. It is a PG rating, which means it is basically for everyone. It is. It starts with a tragedy. I guess that's why it was emotional for me. And there's two things that hit me. One, I did lose a parent about 18 months ago, and then two, I do have 2 dogs that are in old age. So me and my wife know that the day of them departing from our side is very, very soon, right? So that also hurts. So the story starts with the main character, an author who is um, Hotaru. And Hotaru essentially lost his beloved dog. He lost his companion. And this is, of course, affecting him quite a bit, and because of it, he's struggling. He's mourning about it, and there is, I want to say it's either his sister or just a really good friend who's checking on him, or maybe it's his worker through the book thing. But, anyways, they're checking on him, making sure that he's okay, making sure that he's basically not suicidal. He does have a little altar for the dog where he keeps his collar, and it's just cute. Now, I will say throughout the entire episode, it's not just in the beginning. We see flashbacks of him and the dog, how he got the dog, how he raised the dog, the day that he picked out his collar, the day that. Uh, the dog essentially fainted at home, how he struggled to find a doctor that could help, and then struggled with the idea that the dog had cancer and that there was not much he can do about it other than relieve him from the pain and give him painkillers, and then let nature take its course, which is, in itself, it's a hard thing to do. So there's all these flashbacks that we're getting throughout the episode. Like I said, it's not just in the beginning. So we kind of start with the pain, but also the pain is not always an immediate pain. And this is where I connect to my dad. He has some things going health wise that it was years before he passed away that it pained me because he wasn't the full man that he used to be. Um, and he was deteriorating, and that in itself is painful. The process of getting to the point of one day passing away was painful, and that's kind of what they just depict here is like, finding out that you can't do nothing about it. You just have to wait and let it happen. That's pretty painful. And then the fact that he wasn't home when it happened, the fact that he had to decide, I need to go to work, make more money, so maybe I can find a better doctor to maybe help my dog. But in the process of trying to get more money, he left him by himself, and he took his last breath by himself, which to him was very painful. And if you lost a loved one and you haven't been there in their last moments, it's painful. It is because you want to be there for their last moments, and even maybe you don't deserve to be there. My mom was there for those last moments. It's still painful. So that's the hard part of the episode. The more nurturing and kind of like they're going through the process of grieving is the whole part of the actual series, and that is that out of the grief there's a mushroom that grows in the yard, and it becomes into this pup, and this dog mushroom kind thing basically starts just acting like a dog, and it ends he Hotaru takes him in. Basically, it can kind of communicate with him, but not really. He lets him know that he's not the reincarnation of his dog. He's just there, and in its way, I think he's just there for the mourning process. I think the series might end in a painful way again of him leaving him, knowing that he is done grieving, right? So he's kind of like a grieving not toy, but supplement for his pain. So, um, but that's basically the rest of the episode is the pup being itself, him being there, him comforting him in the pains and the memories that he has. There is a point where the pup burns something in the yard and he has the collar, and basically he's letting him know like he needs to let go, and some of the stuff like holding on to stuff like the collar is hurting him more than actually helping him. So he's able to burn some of his dog stuff that he was holding on to and essentially move on from that part of his life. So yeah, that is the first episode of this series. Like I said, a lot more emotional than I thought it was going to be. Just from the picture of it, you think it's like a very fun series, which I'm 100% sure it is, but the beginning had to be painful for it to be fun, I guess, for the rest. So, for now, good series. Check it out. It is on Crunchyroll. Time of recording, there is only one episode out, but maybe by the time it releases, or this video releases, there might be two. So, go check it out on Crunchyroll. I do appreciate all love and support. Make sure you check out my other first impression videos, guys, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.